The thing is, regarding this SAPS contract, I do not want to get deeper into that thing because there's an ongoing investigation about that. So I'll prefer not to talk further about the contract of SAPS because I don't want to compromise the investigations or even incriminate myself.
December 21st, 2025, under the cover of holiday quiet, a high-security convoy rolled out from Pretoria's Kosi Mampiru Correctional Center. Inside one of the armored vehicles sat Vusimuzi Cat Matlala, a man who once lived large on government tenders, now chained headed for South Africa's most impenetrable fortress, Ebongweni Supermax in Kokstad. This wasn't just another prisoner shuffle. Ebongweni is no ordinary jail. It's the country's only true Supermax prison. 23 hours a day in windowless solitary, 1 hour of caged sunlight if you're lucky. Constant surveillance and zero escapes on record. They don't send you here for routine crimes. They send you here when someone wants you silenced. Isolated, cut off from the world and from anyone who might listen.
It's the home of the condemned, designed to keep hardened convicts away from society. It's the only one of its kind in Southern Africa. Inmates are under strict surveillance in the high-tech Ebongweni Ultra-Maximum Correctional Center. They spend 23 hours in solitary confinement, and this is the only sunshine they see for an hour in a small courtyard during their exercises.
This is the worst prison I've ever been in, whether it's in Nigeria or in Angola or anywhere. This is the worst kind of place you can keep anyone.
The late Mozambican national Ananias Mate, known as the Houdin of CIMEX, tried to break out of Ebongweni.
He tried to cut the glass, and then he tried to unscrew on the top, as you can see, but all that was in vain.
So it's the way he left it?
Yes.
Were you surprised that he attempted to break out of it?
That was the first attempt in this center. We didn't have any other.
Mate was convicted of a string of crimes, including rape, attempted murder, fraud and armed robbery. He was sentenced to 54 years. The notorious Western Cape 28's gang leader, George Thomas, nicknamed Geweld, which means violence, was sentenced to 7 life prison terms for a host of crimes, including murder.
I'm gonna be brutally honest. I'm not saying I regret it because my whole life shaped the person that I am today. But what I know for a fact, if I could have changed some things, I wouldn't be here where I'm now.
Matlala is not your average inmate. The man ran a sprawling criminal empire. He was the king of tender fraud, money laundering, and even orchestrated the attempted murder of his ex-girlfriend. He's been at the center of South Africa's biggest corruption storm since his arrest earlier in 2025. But the real danger isn't his charges. It's what he knows, and who he knows it about. Picture this. April 13th, 2025. A WhatsApp message is sent from a phone seized from Matlala months later. He forwards 3 files to Major General Lesetja Sinona, head of the KwaZulu-Natal Hawks, the elite unit meant to hunt down the worst criminals. 1 file, which is a LexisNexis search on a political foundation. Another, a news clip on old tender fraud. Then the third, a document titled Memo Biz Traces to April 2020. Strictly confidential. Inside the document are 3 different identity numbers tied to President Cyril Ramaphosa. 3 IDs linked to the most powerful figure in South Africa. These IDs have a dark story to tell. SARS records, CIPC company registries, court files, and bank accounts. The memo doesn't just list them, it recommends destroying traces. The order is to wipe company records, scrub SARS data, and close linked accounts, except one. Something needed to be buried fast. Something the public was never meant to see. Witness X, testifying anonymously at the Madlanga Commission in October 2025, laid it bare. Matlala had access to the president's most sensitive details. He shared them with a top cop. In a province riddled with political killings and cartel influence, the Madlanga Commission, set up by Ramaphosa himself in July 2025 to probe police corruption, turned into a nightmare for the powerful. It exposed the Big Five cartel, allegedly led in part by Matlala. Drug trafficking, hijackings, contract killings, tender scams worth billions. Matlala's company Medicare 24 scored a 360 million rand SAPS health contract, which was cancelled when fraud flags went up. But before that, he bankrolled lifestyles, leaked intel and influenced probes. The same three IDs popped up in CR17 campaign leaks. Ramaphosa's 2017 ANC rise was said to be funded by questionable donors, and who else is known for bankrolling politicians? Vusimuzi Cat Matlala.
When you paid this 150,000, was it upon request from Mr. Brown Mukhodzi?
Yeah.
So he requested.
Yes, but I didn't pay 150 once. It was accommodation, flights.
So did he what he wanted the money for? Did he say that, can you give us this assistance for this activity?
Yes, he said that.
He said for January 8.
Yes.
Did he mention who was also to benefit from that amount?
Yes, he said the minister.
So he was asking the money on behalf of the minister. That is how he requested for it.
According to him, yes.
According to him.
Yes.
Him and the minister, or the minister only?
Say that again?
Him and the minister, according to his request, was it for him and the minister or for the minister only?
No, it was, from what I understand, the minister sent him to go and ask for donations there and there.
Okay.
And then I was one of them.
Okay.
And then he asked me that money so I can donate for them for this January 8th thing of theirs.
Then there's the PKTT, the Provincial KwaZulu-Natal Task Team on Political Killings, formed under Ramaphosa to tackle the province's bloodbath. Over 200 unsolved hits since 2016. This unit was getting too close. In late 2024, Police Minister Senso Mchunu ordered it disbanded immediately. No consultation with top brass. The minister testified that he briefed Ramaphosa. The president agreed on the decision. No interference, no reversal. The team that might have cracked open the networks protecting Matlala was disbanded just as it was about to crack the system. The pattern is eerily familiar to the Fela scandal. February 2020. Burglars hit Ramaphosa's Limpopo game farm. Millions in foreign cash hidden in a couch vanished. Ramaphosa said it was from Buffalo sales. No police report at first. Private security handled it. The whole thing stunk of money laundering. A president who promised to end corruption caught in shadows of his own. Now Cat Matlala vanishes into Ebongweni. The official line was standard security. Him being caught with a phone in July 2025 being the main reason. But the timing being right after the Madlanga testimony by Witness X, which exposed those IDs, seemed too coincidental. The Commission's interim report landed on Ramaphosa's desk in December. Matlala's transfer was a quiet Christmas gift to those who fear what he might say next. In Ebongweni's concrete silence, secrets can stay buried. The real mastermind might be sitting in the highest office in the country.